Hey, assholes. So, this is not on my pull list. I was watching, while working, the comic book aficionados, and this was a recommendation for a few of the people there. And I only just discovered them, and I feel kind of bad because they're really good. They're on point. It's not bullshit, and it's fun that some agree and some disagree. This is a great book, Batman 125. Chip Zdarsky just picked up the Batman run. This is his first foray. There are a fuckload of covers. I wish I got the one with the holographic sort of schmutz on it, but I didn't. Because, like I said, it wasn't in my pull list. I went to Imaginai to get a comic book box because I need one. They're stacking up on the floor now. And I saw this on the shelf. I was going to pick up something, I didn't know what, and this was the thing that stood out, so I went with it. And just so you guys, for those of you who just want to know if it's good or not and don't want any spoilers, it's good, go fucking get it. And that's it. Now, heavy spoilers, a lot of shit happens in this book. This book is what it is, what happens in real life when you're like day to day, nothing happens at work. Suddenly you're sick or your kids are sick or some shit and you're away from work. You come back the next day, boom, everything's hit the fan. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And it looks like the partner of the department's about to cry. You're like, damn, I wish I was here for this monstrosity. So this is what happens in this book. So much shit. Get it? So much shit. There's dialogue in this book, but, it fucking goes somewhere. All right. The cover's pretty nice, though, right? Like, I fucking love this cover. Sexy. All right. Another time, it says. So, wow, they had to really do the package and shit, huh? So here's, I guess, the tying end of the story from, I think it was Tom King, who was doing it before, that nobody was happy about. Because it took him forever to do the Selena Kyle marriage thing, and it never worked out. And here's, like, I guess, tying up a loose end. I don't know. To me, I'm like, oh, this sucks. Poor Bruce. So he contacts, first thing he does is he gets up in the morning is call Selena, which is weird. But look at what she's wearing. Nice, right? Not exactly super sexy outfit, but I mean, you're not going to bed in you're not going to bed in lingerie. That's just for someone to take off with their teeth. But some yahoos in the background bringing coffee. He's like, I gotta go. And he realizes with inner monologue that he's got to move forward and be exactly who he's meant to be. I love that. Shows up, and police are like, fuck, what are we going to do? Someone's in there. Might lose someone tonight. And he's like, not likely. Schwinn. God. Not God. Not even close. Oh, shit. Good writing. Oh, a scary ass one-liner. Oh, what the hell? What is this? Is this even a comic book? You sure this isn't from like Indiegogo? It seems like it would be. So I'm going to skip a few thingy dingies because I don't want to be like, hey, you put the whole comic book on the thing. So we don't know about it. Oh, no, we do. Penguin is trying to kill the rich people. If you have already seen a bunch of reviews talk about exactly that, Penguin is trying to kill the 1% in Gotham, which apparently are a lot of different people. He killed this family, the Fitzroys, who are friends of Bruce. And in fact, we find out that Bruce modeled his Playboy persona off of this guy. And then he settled down and told Bruce he needs to settle down himself. He does a whole, what are you? I'm Batman. That's not what he says, but pretty much. That's what you feel like he's saying, right? I want you to tell your friends about me. What are you? Right? So he's getting information to find out what's what, and Penguin's killing the top 1%. We're not too sure. Here's Danny DeVito to explain it to us all. Yep. Yeah, it looks good, right? Then Robin comes in. He's looking kind of masculine and jacked. You know? A little much in the bulge department there. I think he's putting a sock, but whatever. The art in this book has been phenomenal. Look at the dialogue. Look how much it is. None of this is wasted words. It's all important to convey an idea. Robin's like, we're worried. You need to be Bruce Wayne, not just Batman. He's like, good idea. Maybe I'll do exactly that. Boom. Here he is with Model of the Week going to a gala, which he makes enough money to attend. And he says something really cool, too. It's like, here you go. Won't they cancel it, the gala, because all the rich people will be at this gala? And he's like, no, it's the hardest part of this job. This city wants to die. And Tim's right, and all this inner thoughts. Look at that. Look at the display. I'm not saying the artist on She-Hulk is awful. He's really good. It's just that look at how much happens. Look, he's talking to Robin. Hey, man, put my shit where it needs to go. Go check the boiler room. There might be some kind of gas. Sure enough, there's gas. And he's there as Bruce Wayne with the utility belt, which he fished out of the bathroom. Look at that. A nice little action sequence. Katow, right in the throat. I'm going to kill you all, fucks. Prepare to die. Or welcome to die. Isn't that it? Welcome to die. Right? Huh? Nothing's happening. Because I'm Batman. Everyone get ready for Todd McFarlane's new line. Gala Batman. He's got some batarangs. Fa-chink. Fa-chink. He gets close to... there's Robin. Hey, don't start without me. Whoa, I mean... Haha, Clayface. Then Batman sure fucking bluffs him. Clayface. I got exactly what I was waiting. I injected you with some kind of shit, and I'm going to blow you up. You wouldn't I? And I love how you see he doesn't have the time to put the black shit around his eyes. Details, ladies and gentlemen. The devil is in the details. Quick, Robin, open the doors, and he's after it like a bat out of hell. He's about to, and this nobody. I got him, boss. I'm trying to save your plant ka-chow. Robin. Gurkin glurk. Boom. And the rest of the comic book. Check this out. Look, he comes out and he says, car. Now, anyone who's read this book, you heard Michael Keaton's voice right there. Right? Car. Shields. You heard it. Don't fucking lie. If you didn't hear it, then you didn't see those movies. You need to go back and see them movies. And then he gets in his sexy-ass Batmobile and fucks off to bring Robin to the emergency. And he gets a little flashback with what happened to Jason Todd. This was great. And he's like, they'll know who you are. Gurgle. And he's like, not on my watch. And then The Rock. Then they're in the hospital. You're like, balls. And then he comes in. And then he's like talking to Shay. He's like, you made a lot of bad decisions over the years, but this one was the worst. And you're like, whoa, he's not talking to Tim Drake like that. Tim Drake just took a load in the throat. He took a lead load in the throat. No? Too soon? Okay, too soon. And it's freaking Danny DeVito, and he's all like, I want to be Penguin one more time. He's dying from mercury poisoning. This dude should have really made sure those vaginas were clean before he gonzoed them. He looks so disgusting. Like, it really is spot on how gross we all felt watching Danny DeVito portray the Penguin. But he goes on to say how Clayface ratted you out. You're not even you're just as privileged as these people. And then he goes on his little monologue talking about how, well, I've had to cut out my piece of the pie. I didn't have things handed to me, and they still look down on me. My club, my this, my that, and I'm, yeah, grab it, and they say everything, and they still look down on me. And now what? They get to live while I. It's not fair. Life isn't fair. You killed good people. Fitzroy was a piece of shit. He was rude, haggled the ladies. So anyways, his plan was to call the nurse, take some kind of suicide thing. Nurse comes in. She sees this. Oh shit, Batman kills people. He's like, fudge nuggets. Now what do I do? So Penguin's dead. And he's all like, ah. And Oracle's like, oh man, what are you going to do now? People will think you're a killer. He's like, bah. Makes the criminals seem a little more scared. Then beep, 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 beep. Now we're back. Remember the beginning with the beeping? Boom. And it ends with this schlub coming in. I don't know if this has to do with Future State. I don't know if they were writing towards that. I don't remember what happened in Batman Future State. Anyways, the rest of the comic is like it's still Chip Zdarsky, but it's a different artist. You could tell right away. It's nowhere near the same caliber. George Jimenez is very good. This is done by Fail safe. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember where I saw it. It must have been on this is like not even close to the same tone. It looks almost like a cartoon. I'm not going to go for the rest of the book. It's more about what happens to Cobblepot's ice lounge. But holy crap, what happened in this book? From beginning to end, it was a page turner. Shit happens. Dialogue, all important words. None of this bullshit. There was food eating, but it was only when Selena gets home. See? Bowl of cereal. Tells her cat's lactose intolerant. And then this leads into, I don't know if it leads into what's going on in Catwoman's story, or if it's, maybe it's going to be continued next issue. I guess. It doesn't say you'll find it somewhere else. But, shit happens. Dialogue, pertinent. Everything that's being said, thought, read, you're not wasting your time. It's all there. Action sequences, short, sweet, to the point, and done well. It's like the artist or writer-artist collaboration are fans of fighting movies. When you see a movie, there are parts where you focus on, like, oh my god, when Jackie Chan kept punching that dude in his nose in Rumble in the Bronx, or in the Legend of the Drunken Master when he has that dude upside down like a wheelbarrow and kicks him, and he does like kind of like a weird back front flip. You know, like there's parts in movies where you're like, shit, that was intense. Like in was it Fist of Legend with Jet Li, where he like breaks everybody's freaking limbs. He's a Chinese person studying in Japan, and they're all like sick Asians, all that racism and shit. And then Jet Li like calmly killed everybody, or at least dislocated their arms and shit. You gotta watch these things and enjoy the carnage for what it is. And you know I hate carnage, but it's important to convey, because Batman hits someone. It can't just be one fist just going straight and then the lines that go with it and then the guy's face all distorted and grimacing. No. There's got to be things, joints broken, shoulders popping, jaw breaking. You know, like take some ideas from Mortal Kombat and do some X-ray shit where like the jaw falls apart or the jaw unhinges, or, you know, like fucking zoom in on some shit, or, you know, get real visceral. You know, like contact doctors and say, hey, what would happen if this happened to somebody? Like, you know, like when you see a movie where someone's sniped from far away, it wouldn't be just a clean in-out shot and the guy's dead. There would be an explosion of body parts and shit. That's what these guys need to do. Now, the action sequences were great, but they were short. The whole idea of what Penguin did, smart. I love smart bad guys. If anyone's to write a bad guy, you should think back to Goldmember. Goldmember. No, not Goldmember. Goldfinger. And how smart he was. He wasn't just, I'm going to take over the world. Oh, what a stupid ass thing. He was, I have a huge collection of gold. Now I'm going to irradiate the biggest supply of gold. I'm going to blame the Japanese and cause an international war. At the same time, my gold that I own has just increased its value 100 times over. It was all about money, but it was a real fucking interesting way to get about doing it. And he could sit back and let all these countries tear themselves apart while he's beyond rich, living in his own country he bought. You know, like, fuck. Obviously it didn't work because, you know, Sean Connery was on the case, but damn, good idea. Great, intelligent bad guys. That's what we want. Not, I'm going to take over the world. You know, who fucking cares? I'm going to be the best big crime boss. Yes. Yeah, no one gives a shit. This is dumb. Thank you so much, Zdarsky. I'm not necessarily a huge fan, but I am leaning towards being one, and I will definitely get the next issue. And we should be buying good books. Now, if you're not a fan of Batman, or you're not a fan of the way Chip writes, I understand completely. We all have our tastes. I'm sure someone out there will say Chris Claremont is overrated. And if you read most of his shit, you might come to that agreement. But he did do great things for X-Men. Wait, did Claremont write or did he draw? I think he wrote. Yeah, he wrote. I can't use my phone because I'm using my phone right now to film. But like anybody else, you know, like Akira Toriyama, if you're going to go for the manga way. Yeah, the Cell and the Majin Buu, they were really long. The Android saga and the Majin Buu saga. But he was pushed by executives to stretch it out and add characters. It wasn't his intent to make it as long as they were. And introduce more characters and more this and more that, more Super Saiyans and all this other shit. You know, like, I'm sure he had an idea of the story he wanted to tell, and it was a little shorter than they anticipated or wanted it to be, and he got fatigued. And people who were like, well, GT wasn't done by him. It was. He was on the team. And that was it. And good for him to stop because he was just ruining great story. Do you know Krillin would only exists because the executives are like, Goku is too boring. We need someone that's funny. So boom, enter Krillin. And I remember watching an interview and Sonny Strait was like, he's the voice for Krillin in the Funimation dub. And he says that Krillin is the monk, but he's not. Krillin is not the monk. Essentially, Bulma is the monk who wakes up Goku and gets him to start on this journey. That's exactly what Bulma did. Krillin wasn't a monk. Krillin's just an extra character. Because the story of Son Goku is an ape kid who is trapped by someone. If you watch The Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li, it's sort of that story. So essentially, Jet Li is Goku in that story. And the monk is that kid from Sky High. But it's a traveling someone, a wanderer, trying to get somewhere. Krillin is not that guy. It's Bulma. Bulma was a traveling person. Anyways, all that to say, this was great. Chip, good job. I'll be adding this to my pull list, especially since I dropped some other shit. I hope Nightwing makes his way to this book so I can have good Nightwing story. And that's all I gotta say about this. Wait. There's something I wanted to add. I thought it was really funny. Maybe I said it already. I just don't remember. Anyways, peace off, bitches.